Have you ever wanted to read a book that was actually interesting, had real history in it?
Yes, I have.
Well, we have a must read for this fall that you absolutely have to read. It's a trilogy, and it is called Mission Vatican. There's echo effect here. Vatican. Mission Vatican by Teresa Bean. You can find it at Amazon.com with her other books that are on there. And of course, I'm prejudiced, but I'm also truthful. So, you just have to. But I'm telling you the truth. It is one of in my top 10 favorite series or trilogies ever. It's fantastic. It's exciting. It's super interesting. It has she didn't ever want me to compare it to the Da Vinci Code, but that feel of adventure and intrigue and all of that, but it's mixed in with real historical happenings and things that have happened. But it is really exciting and fun and interesting.
I don't know
So,
how
Teresa,
many trilogies have you read that might be
millions.
in the top 10?
No, but I mean, that's saying a lot when you're looking at C.S. Lewis, Tolkien, things like this, how interesting it's very fascinating, very good. Amazon.com. So, Arthur and author. Um, Tell me about it. What spurred this on? This was 10 years in the making, and tell me about it. Tell me the story of Mission Vatican, the making of the Mission
Okay,
Vatican.
I can tell you some things. Okay, um, I actually wanted to do a series that didn't have any obvious bad guys.
Right.
I wanted to do something that you everybody's a bad guy and everybody's a good guy, like in real life. And even though this is somewhat lifelike, it's definitely fantasy. And it's got, and I did at least 10 years worth of study in history.
And actually, did you travel anywhere for this or?
We did. You remember? And we went and spent 6 months in Europe, finding out the exact places and being able to, know where everything was. And we traveled and really had a wonderful time researching. But it was a researching trip. Obviously it was wonderfully fun. But we spent a lot of time.
So what's the basis of the story? What is the general storyline of it?
Well, it is the exact same story, but it is told from three different perspectives. We had Ken Kirk, who is a
Pastor.
Reformed Baptist.
He was a reformed.
He's a Reformed Baptist pastor who is not very Reformed and he's not very Baptist. He's just kind of his own thing. And he decides to go on, he actually feels like he has a mission from God to go to the Vatican and convert Catholics. And when he gets there, he encounters a very odd man named Ambrose. And he's a priest there, but he has kind of odd jobs. And so he thinks, okay, well, this is the guy he's supposed to convert. And so they end up hanging around each other. And then he meets a Jewish woman who is a atheist. And she was raised Jewish, and she has a very interesting background. Everything has been thoroughly researched. And so then there's another woman that enters in called Lily. And she is there at the Vatican for a very sad and different reason. And she comes in and she kind of will take over the plot in her own book.
So what I wanted to show you is it's Mission Vatican, but it's broken into three separate people, like Teresa was saying. So you
The
have
first Mission Vatican is from the viewpoint
that one.
of Ken Kirk, and he is the kind of fundamentalist pastor,
and you have Mission Lily.
and that's the third one.
Oh, sorry, Mission Ambro.
Mission Ambro is story. Mission Ambro is told from the view of the priest.
Right, and then Mission Lily is the third.
Mission Lily is told from the perspective of Lily, and
in the books I noticed very amazingly they can be standalone, but to get the full impact of it,
oh sure, you
need all three of them, because it's just such an amazing story. It's like you could read Lord of the Rings, the first one and the third one, that'd be fine, but to get the full impact you want to read through, and that's what I suggest with these.
All of the plot, the original plot is in the first book, and you are introduced to all the characters,
right?
And so we don't fill in all those details in the second and third, because they were filled in with the first. So I would definitely recommend reading them in order.
Absolutely. Very fantastic book. Like I said, they're exciting, intrigue, philosophy, and it's so nice not to be offended. You know, you pick up some of these books nowadays and you think, oh, it's a Christian book, and you get into it and it's not so much. These, I guarantee you, are wholesome.
Well, they were written,
but very fantastic.
They were actually written with in mind young men. And the reason being is that it's not a lot of fluffy details. You know what I mean? It's mainly just action, right, dialogue and action, and we span. It's kind of epic in the history that it spans, and gets a little into the fantasy side too.
Yes, so it's a must read for this fall, a must read for a family. You can give them they're a great gift for Christmas.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. So go get yours as soon as you can.
And another thing, that we don't ask for donations on our YouTube channel. We just want you to buy our books. That would be the most helpful to us, is to buy our books. So
God bless you. Go out, Amazon.com, and you can see the other Amazon.com, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.